G'day, this is Captainoob and you're watching day 2 of Fixer-Armor. This is a bloodied fixer with bullets exploding for area damage and 15% faster reload, major and minor legendary effects respectively. So if you want a weapon that is automatic and does more damage than a bloodied explosive handmade, this is the weapon for you. The fixer really requires no intro. I've talked about this a lot in the previous videos, so yeah, still got the same attachments going on, but this time I'm not going to be using VATS. I've remapped the VATS button to U, which is usually on Q, so I'll probably tap it out of just habit, but we've got Tank Killer and Ground Pounder on at the same time. Ooh, extra synergy without VATS. How good's that? Let me just quickly figure out how to actually make perks happen. You've got Demo Expert for extra explosive bullet damage. 129, very nice, and I'll show you what BE handmade in a second. So 121 versus 129, only 8 more damage, yeah. Okay, note the health bar, we are most definitely under Nerd Rage at this point, and if we click on this thing and equip it, almost 400 damage, this is irrelevant, versus 376, so again, that gap has increased a little bit, which is good. Okay, so here we are outside of unknown location, and here are my buffs, mutations, and obviously we're doing this with full unyielding, and already not having VATS is kind of screwing me over here because I usually scan for targets before I actually start to figure out whether I actually want to get started, but I'll have to look with my own goddamn eyes like some sort of pleb. Also, it is nighttime, so we're getting the 3.5 times sneak multiplier, but I'm gonna improve that further because min-maxing in a Fallout 76 or a Fallout game is definitely what you want to do. Where the fuck is? Okay, I figured out where COVID operative is, nobody panic. And now, there's another modifier I'm going to put on myself to make this a little bit different. Despite having an automatic receiver on this, I'm just going to be firing one shot at a time. And then we can put under a microscope how broken this game is sometime with damage not registering. So pay close attention to the damage of these guys. There is no way in hell that they should be surviving this thing. So if anyone actually shrugs off a shot, I'm calling bullshit. So also another weapon, this is a, another thing about it is if I end up going full auto on an enemy, it means that I actually mean business, but if not, yeah, whatever. So yeah, 544 damage. I don't have the explosive handmade on me right now to draw a quick comparison, but I imagine the gap would be around 30. Ooh, a bit of lag there, nice. But around 30-ish damage perhaps. Holy Christ, I'm rubber banding. It's bad. It's really bad. Anyways, let's just forget that ever happened. And we'll get back to killing these super mutants like this, which I am not getting sneak crits for. Now I am. Oh, it's because it's daytime now, and I've just lost my ability to get the 3.75 times multiplier. So you might be wondering if I'm just going to be firing like this. Why am I using an auto receiver? It's because if anything scary comes up, I can just do... I can reload. No, I can just do this, but don't think I'll need to. Okay, it appears that we have pulled some spawns, including a baggie. I wonder what's inside the baggie. Probably just some random junk or just a weapon. Yeah, just a board. So whoever was in here last picked up a board when they really shouldn't have and just sort of left it there. So that's pretty good, I guess. And, what can I talk about? Because the weapon's kind of doing all the talking that I need it to do, so, I'll try to bring up something. I want my Amiga Commodore to get LS swapped and put a V8 in it, so it'll be like this mega sleeper car. I reckon that'd be fun. I'd pull up next to one of those fucking Subies at the traffic lights and give her a bit of a rev. I won't change the exhaust or anything. You could probably hear it though. I'll give a bit of a rev, and if they have the technology to make my LS sound like an alloy tech, that'd be funny, because then I'd just completely chop the Subi in half and then laugh at them from my stock looking Omega, and that would be fun. I ain't shot at. No, there's fucking robots. You know what? You need to go away. How dare you draw the aggro and not allow me to get sneak criticals? Hey, we actually managed to kill something with explosive damage. By the way, explosive damage, it's terrible. Despite this having extra, bullet damage, it doesn't really translate well to actual, splash damage per bullet. Like, they've made the right decision there. Unfortunately, people still kind of exploit it when they have those legacy laser rifles that just throw a bunch of explosions out in a tight fashion. It's like a full auto laser shotgun, but every laser explodes. It's no fucking wonder why they're the most popular PvP weapons, because they can just throw all of the explosions out in the world. And if you can get your limbs crippled, you basically get soft locked there, which is not fun. But Bethesda have sort of caught on that the majority of players don't actually like PvP all that much, and a testament to how fucking broken... Ooh, am I being danger? Also, another thing that I was going to talk about but I forgot. I did some data mining. I've got Xedit on my computer now, so hopefully Bethesda doesn't pick that up and fucking ban me. But yeah, I figured out what exactly the extra sneak bit is, and it's basically equivalent to a shadowed bit of armor. So basically, you get more sneaky in the dark, which is why that I've noted, at least in my noggin, I don't think I've ever said, but if you're using this during the broad daylight, it's not really going to help you all that much. And I think the base damage, I looked at it, and it was just an increase of 20% compared to a regular combat rifle, which... Again, it does bring up... Did I not open this fucking door? Yes, I did. The servers have been fucking shocking tonight. If it's not this horrible rubber banding lag, it's this fucking shit where there's goo piles everywhere, which I've complained about heaps. But yeah, now that I have Xedit, I think it's just Skyrim Edit, but they've tuned it to work with Fallout 76, which is nice. Well, I can look under the hood of the game if I want to use that. That guy was spinning his super sledge around really fast, and yeah, I can start figuring stuff out, which is, it's going to be a little bit of a learning curve because I'm used to using stuff like the creation kit for Fallout 4 because I'm not a fucking inbred. Wonder how many people that just pissed off. I'm always keen to ruffle a few feathers. I was going to say something about raider clans in Fallout 76 and how they should save some pussy for the rest of us, but those raider gangs are just fucking... I mean, a lot of them are just fucking attention seekers, so I kind of don't want it, but they're likely not watching my videos this far in, so I feel like I'm going to be fine. And if you want to talk about ammo efficiency with automatic weapons, or you've just seen it, one shot, one kill times many. Let's go and kill some fucking ghouls. Alright, you've probably noticed the outfit that Winter's wearing. It's basically elements of the chain armor and what Gage was wearing. Porter Gage from the Nuka World DLC. I reckon it looks alright. You right there, mate? Just taking a little bit of a stroll? Well, you can tell by the way that I use my walk. I'm a woman's man. No time to talk. Okay, you can die now. Shoot him in the bum. And, yeah, we're going to be stealthy enough to probably get away with semi-autoing all of these ghouls with a powerful auto-receiver. Unless I aim like that. Very stormtrooper of me to do that. Also, I need these screws. You see, making radium rifles takes up a lot of screws, but I kind of don't have to anymore because I've unlocked suppressors, so how good's that? There's a couple of things I'm missing. I think I'm missing a reflex sight, a medium scope, which I'm not too worried about. If I'm putting a scope on a radium rifle, it will be a short scope because I don't think she's got the carry to be a sniper. I don't think it... I mean, it does fire like 45s, which are big fat bullets. They hit hard, but they've got a lot of drag behind them, I think. And also, it's a pistol cartridge, so I believe that the gunpowder load isn't as much as, say, a rifle round. Speaking of cartridges, have you seen how big the 5mm cartridges are? That's scary. That's a lot of force behind a tiny little bullet. You know, I'm going to go back to talking about how good New Vegas is with its damage reduction and everything like that. So, it's such an elegant system. I don't know why Bethesda haven't tried and done that, because the damage resistance in this game is confusing and I don't like it, and I prefer the way New Vegas did it, to be honest. Ow. I'm glad serendipity popped there, because I definitely would have offed myself with that poor display of aiming, but believe you me, I fucking murdered the shit out of that, whatever it was, fucking table, pillar. Oh, I've been hit and detected, and you're going to die now. And I went full auto, but that was a 3-round burst, so, you know, it's like a 3-round burst, not full auto yet, so still haven't gone full auto. I make the rules here, damn it. If ever you see a Grafton monster, just kill it, because he drops some caps for you. He drops that, look, fucking 16 caps for nothing. Also, if you sell Gatling plasmas, it's like 55. Interestingly, despite it being a high-tech energy weapon, a light machine gun, that German MG42 looking thing, will actually sell for more, which is bizarre. Okay, I'm keen to get some good gameplay in here with a bloodied builder not fucking dying, because the tools always seem to get me. Now, question is whether an explosive bullet is enough to wake up the sleeping ghouls, which it is not, but a... Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, if I didn't get spawns here, that would actually be a first, because this place is remarkably consistent. Nobody actually say what this place is, because I'd rather not rock up here and see all the ghoulies dead, because it's kind of out of the way, you see. And I can immediately tell from the splash damage of that projectile that there's another ghoul behind there, so wall hacks by damage numbers, folks. You want to equip them. There's multiple tactical benefits. We'll toss a grenade in there, I reckon. See what kind of ghoulies can be woken up out of that. I hope I didn't goo pile that guy, because that would make me a prick. But if we did, we'd have to clean it up. Because if you do goo pile stuff, you gotta clean it up, man. Saved by the Christmas tree, huh? Fair enough. Whatever. I hear you creeping up behind me. Got the game right up. I can hear everything. My perception is at an all-time high. You're dead. What else is here? There we go. I'm pressing VATS again. Maybe I should have had a little button that, like, every time I press Q, it'd make a sound, so you know exactly when I'm actually trying to trigger VATS. Hey, there's a ghoul down there, or up there, sorry. And he's actually well camouflaged there. I couldn't actually see him. Wasn't paying too much attention to him though. I know I could just fucking one-shot him like that, so whatever. Unfortunately, the ghouls don't seem to be in a swarming mood today. I was gonna say they're not in a legendary mood either, but there's one. Anti-armor golf club, eh? Just the 1-star because you're a fucking ghoulish tease, bastard. There we go, hitting through those grates there. So it's been a pretty cruisy run through here. Obviously the fixer is doing well in keeping us nice and hidden at the moment because, well, we're in a dark zone, and generally interiors are dark enough to lend you the abilities of being shadowed. That is a fucking good gauntlet. Thanks, tools. Righto. On that note, let's continue the hunt for any stragglers over here. Toss another grenade in. I can definitely hear the bastards. Also, if you want to, like, a way to kill people really easily, the damage over time from the plasma grenade is... It'll chop through many things. So if there is someone with Sentinel's Assassin's armor, what you can do is you can toss a grenade, then just shoot your grenade in VATS, which I can't demonstrate now because VATS is mapped on a different button altogether, but I think you get the idea. That's a nice little tactic. I need to test that out because I feel like that would surprise a few people. Let's move on. Hey look, a target to potentially go full auto on. Nah, that'll do. Alright, next up on the shit list is crabs. Yeah, you don't want them on your shit list. They're no good to have. If crabs like this existed in real lives, I reckon beaches would be a lot more entertaining. And hear me when I say this, I think I share Anakin Skywalker's hate for sand. I fucking hate it so much. I don't like the ocean in general. There's a lot of salt in the air, and it could potentially rust your car. Okay, problem here is with VATS. Usually I use VATS to scope out my targets because I can't fucking see shit. I can hear you though. Ah, fuck it, go full auto. Why not, eh? We're just gonna have to hear them. It's like we're playing Nuclear Winter. VATS button does nothing. I mean, they stomp around and you can easily hear them. But damage, you haven't looked at the damage. 559. Solid. Okay, new server because the fog was too strong. And I'm seeing this gauntlet here. It's got 90% reduced weight, but still weighs 6 pounds. So you're telling me it weighs like 60 pounds? Is that right? That's weird. I don't know what's up with that. But anyways, we've got doggos, which we haven't seen in quite a while, I guess. And it should be a piece of piss taking these bastards out. Now, I am extensively testing this thing because I'm going to have a little bit of an experiment. Well, it involves the weapon that I'm going to be using tomorrow, and, you know, regardless of their level, I think we're doing just fine against them. Well, even if they were level 50 doggos. I thought they were ghouls for a second. Oh, it is a ghoul. Yes, it's one of those headless ghouls that isn't actually there because, I don't know, but, I mean, he's good for damage testing, that 956 and 91. Which, hang on, I'll take off tank killing. You can see the damage difference because you do get armor penetration. See, 956 and 84. Chuck that back on. See, we're even doing a little bit of quick science when it comes to making this video. Okay, 769, 70. Let's pull the card off again. Fucking 769, 65. So, ever so slight increase. I'm not really sure why tank killer isn't affecting the main damage. Perhaps it's because explosive. Who even knows? I don't really care. All I know is we get slightly better damage with tank killer and a chance to stagger, which is handy. Let's go and kill some fucking bats. Okay, new server, new nonsense, I guess. And this is a message to anyone who's selling the fixer for a ridiculously inflated price. Players who actually want to buy it, them too. It's actually more efficient to probably farm for this thing in fucking, what's it called, encrypted. You just buy the recall cards from the vendors and just use them and try to get it yourself, because if you've got a team with you, well, you get 4 chances at that glorious plan. So fix your prices, mates, alright? You gotta fix that shit. Alright, there's a bat, level 80. Might as well fucking give in the head once, twice, thrice even. Little fucking commie bot there for no reason. No, bad communism. Bad. Go away. Actually, okay, it was going alright until the overpowered melee scorched guy happened to get there. Yeah, I'm still perplexed as to why a dude with a hatchet can do more damage than just firing off rifles. And I know that they're sawn off so the muzzle velocity wouldn't be as much, but still. Okay, that's about it for the spawns here, apparently. There's a bloodied explosive fixer. It goes alright, I guess. Thank you for watching. Oh look, it's a bonus boss, just a sheep squatch, and definitely worth going full auto on mine. And even with all of this extra damage, which I'm not under nerd rage threshold anymore because I expected to rock up to this place to take a thumbnail, well, we can kill him very easily, and he just has a ton of damage resistance on him. He's a very cheap enemy, but at least he's a guaranteed 1 star, but not a lot of script.